Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week, we're jumping back to some Marvel Zombies Zombicide. Yep, one of my staples. You know what, I've got a wedding to go to. My son's getting married, and it's a very exciting time, and it's just my time this week is crunched. And last week I didn't get a video because I ended up moving, and it was just kind of unexpected, and it just happened. So anyway, sorry about missing last week's video. We are on this one, and this week we are doing Venom. Yep, you know what? We've done the zombie version, and now we're doing the regular version. And I'll show you a contrast between the two and kind of the story of how I came up with the colors for the two of them. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll see you guys in there. Alright, here we go. Venom from Marvel Zombies Zombicide, the regular version. Just to give you some contrast, there's the zombie version, right? Here's the regular version, zombie version. So we're going to do this in the traditional black and probably some blue hues, and we'll get that tongue red. This is going to be a quick video. Seeing as I didn't get one out last week because I had to move, I had just been under a lot of time constraints. So we're going to knock this out. And actually we're going to, for his white on the spider on his chest and his eyes and the spider on his back, we're going to do a little bit of white ink work with the airbrush. And we're going to be very, very subtle and get it on there and then all around this here and to the front. And we're going to be very careful not to touch that black. Also, he's got a couple patches right here. All right, so with the airbrush, we're going to do that. Here's kind of a, let me zoom out here real quick. Here's an example of what we're going for. We're going to be going this route, but I'm going to do the airbrush, the white, and then I'll come back and fill in the black areas and the crevices that way. But this is going to look really, really terrific. We're going to do a quick video this week because, again, I've got a wedding to get to this weekend, my son. So we're going to have to knock this out real quick. All right, let's do it. All right, there we go. We used the airbrush to get all of the white down, just a quick white. Now we're going to come back with a little bit of the black, and I might even use a transparent black, and I'm going to start kind of filling in the gaps just to make it, pop out. But you know what you could have done? We could have taken the brush and just put the side of the brush, not this brush, but one of the, hold on, right here. Nope. All right. So we could have just kind of put the white on right here, which we're actually probably going to do. We're going to come back and touch this up a little bit. We've got to touch the eyes up a little bit right here just to get it on there. We've got this, and we've got the back. You can see where I misted it on the back, and I'm going to have to take that transparent black and bring it in here, and just all these crevices, just kind of drop it in these little areas, and then we can touch up the white, and it'll look really terrific. It'll still give it almost kind of like a little bit of a glow in a way. It'll look really nice. And then we're going to come back and do all of the blue highlights. We're going to start with a dark blue, and we'll move out to a dark navy blue. All right, so what we're going to do now is get that transparent black. Where is it? Right here. Transparent black, and we're going to knock that out. All right, let's do it. All right, so I did a little bit of the coal black right into this little area right here and around the edge, and then I did that where I messed up, so you can see on his thumb a little bit. I took this the prime black and I covered it up, so that worked out really terrific. I think I'm gonna skip the transparent black for now. I'm gonna go ahead and change my mind in the middle of this and go with this coal black and just be a little careful and touch up the white where I need. All right, I just thought I'd point that out. The transparent black will probably work, but I think this will keep our brush strokes down to keep this a little quicker. What I might do is put a little bit of that transparent black right in these crevices right here. Just kind of drop them in here instead of the actual black, because it'll be a lot more forgiving on that white than it would be with this coal black. All right, so coal black on the outside. We're going to start there. We may end up transitioning to the transparent black. But, all right, let's do it. right, there we go. We got a little bit of that dark blue mixed with a little bit of the primer black, and you can see it gave it a nice little hue. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's beautiful. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take that same dark blue and we're going to mix a little bit of dark navy blue, and we're just going to hit the high areas on this model, just on the tops of the muscles, right in here, just to give it some contrast and make it pop. All right, let's do it. All right, there we go. We got 2 shades of blue on that, and that looks really, really terrific. I really like that. That's nice. I mean, that's probably as far as I'm going to go, except for I will take a little bit of this gray blue, maybe the white, probably the gray blue, and just do the highest areas. And I'm talking about just some little dots, like right in there, you know, just on the high area, just to make it pop. Probably just on the top, but probably not below. Maybe on the knees, we'll see. But the next thing we're going to do, as far as the symbiote suit, we're going to do a gray blue for the highlights. But I think first, before I do the highlights, I'm going to go ahead and get this base done, so we can just be done with it and we can just make the highlights the finale of the paint. All right, let's do it. A little bit of brown on my palette, and I took some of the gray and I just mixed it with the gray mixture that I did here, just to give it a little bit different color. Right there. See, looks really nice, especially when we get a wash in there and some of the pigments to get the dust look. That just gives it just a much more realistic look there. That looks really nice. Super simple. That's all this model is. We're keeping everything simple in this video, quick video. I've got a wedding to get to, and we just want to knock this out. And man, this one's looking really terrific. Man, I like that. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get, I believe, some wash, some of the black transparent. Maybe no, I'm gonna use some Agrax probably, and I'm gonna get it in, fill the crevices of the spider symbol on his chest and back. All right, let's do it. All right, that turned out really nice. I'm really happy with that. That wash worked out perfect. Sometimes the wash, man, it'll just really stain, but it stayed off that white, and we're gonna actually come back and touch up a couple little key areas of that white. I got a little black here. I'm gonna highlight some of those areas with the white. Just give it, you know, I'll probably take the transparent white, or not the transparent white, but the white ink, and I'll just barely start touching. It works a little better, it's in my opinion. You can use any white, actually. It'll work great. But yeah, this is looking really terrific. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to let that dry, and then I believe we'll get on that tongue. Get that tongue knocked out, and then we'll work on those teeth as well. All right. Alright, I didn't put it on camera, but I took a little bit of pink and I mixed it with the red, and I just kind of touched these high areas right here. Pow, 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 right there, and it looks great. Nice and highlighted. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a little bit of either the bold white or the white ink. Like I said earlier, the white ink will probably be a little better. And we're going to touch up a little bit of this white in the key areas, just on his hands, on some of the where his muscles ripple right here. On the back we'll get this a little bit, maybe the top areas. All right, let's do it. Alright, there we go. Let's get a quick comparison of the zombie version and the regular version. As you can see on this one I did a blue hue, and on this one I did more of a gray. Kind of like, you know, he was dead. He's dead, he's a zombie, and that's what, as you can see the difference there. That's really fun. Man, this guy turned out great. I'm just thrilled with this one. Alright, well, that's about it. I just wanted to show you the comparison of the two, and we will get him on the spinner so you can get a final look. Alright. Well, there you have it, guys. Marvel Zombies Zombicide, Venom. What a great little paint, man. I really enjoyed this paint, and we made it, man, such a contrast to the dead one. And you can see the gray and the blue, and you know, what fun, right? Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll catch you next week.